Alright guys, I'm thinking about something with all this, oh no, they're trying to stop me from speaking. I'm just kidding. The censorship that has been going on. And the main thing is, why do you care what I think? Or other people that have YouTube channels think? Why do you care, right? If we're so crazy and our ideas are so far-fetched, why do you care what I think? Why do corporations that have billions of dollars behind them and powerful people associated with them care what I think, right? Or you think, or the people that are making comments in video sections think. Why do they care what people on Facebook think, right? About these false flags. Why do they care? So what if people don't believe that, you know, the narrative of what happened? So what? That's their opinion. Oh, it's my opinion. Oh, why? So why are you afraid of my opinion? That's just what I think. You're trying to stop me from thinking what I think? Because that's what I think. Now, you can maybe fearmonger me or bully me into not saying what I think, but you still can't stop me from thinking what I think. All right? So there are people that are maybe afraid to speak up, but numbers have proven that whether you are watching InfoWars or some other alternative mainstream media news outlet, the Corbett Report, or I know there are more, We Are Change, or whatever you're watching, they still don't believe the mainstream media or nothing. You know, there's still people that just don't watch TV anymore. I was in LA last year, and I was talking to this guy who wasn't aware of any of the outlets that I mentioned, or didn't really watch alternative news, but we were just talking. He was like, yeah, I don't trust the mainstream media anymore. They're such liars, they're such manipulators. I see what they're doing. So it's not because these corporate or these alternative media outlets changed his mind and brainwashed him, but it's because they're liars. Again, they're liars. They're conniving, manipulative, brainwashing liars. They're the ones who are brainwashing, right? Straight out of Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, accuse a person of what you're doing. They're the ones that have the alpha wave technology that put you in a hypnotic state. They're the ones that have pharmaceutical drugs sponsoring them, that, you know, that have people hooked on SSRI drugs and opiates. And by the way, once you start SSRI drugs, you cannot quit them cold turkey. You can have psychotic breaks for just quitting them, or you can have seizures or strokes. So they're the ones that are doing what they're accusing everybody else of doing. They're the ones that are staging town halls. They're the ones that are, you know, not giving the other side to the story and not being, you know, fair. They're very biased, but they want to say that they're unbiased, but in fact they're very biased. Why aren't they letting the kids that don't want gun control speak out? I've seen at least 3 interviewed by alternative media. Out of 3,000 kids, why are there only like 2 that are getting most of the attention, and a few other more? Why are those only, and why aren't there more teachers? And why didn't they interview that teacher that says that, you know, that gives a different narrative to the story, seeing that she saw this guy, you know, dressed up, that wasn't the shooter, and, you know, she thought it was the police, but it wasn't. But she's, you know, why aren't they putting that out there? You know, in the Orlando shooting, there was a guy that he was talking about how he was trying to get out, and he saw, like, through the hole, like somebody was on the other side holding the doors. And this is on mainstream news. And they cut that interview, they pulled it down, but I saw like local news interview this guy, and he was saying that somebody was on the other side holding the door so other people couldn't get out. So people died because there were people trying to escape, and they were holding the door. You know, so they want to have a certain narrative that they want people to believe, and if things don't add up and you ask questions, they want to gaslight you. They want to make you think that you're crazy. You're not crazy. I'm here to tell you you're not crazy. All right? If you know 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. You know, they want to tell you that it equals 5, but, you know, and all these other people that are like, oh, you better watch what you say. because I think it's a test to figure out who's awake and who's not. I mean, I appreciate the concern and everything, but they already know. They know by the videos you watch. They know by the books I ordered or have ordered on Amazon. They know, you know, they already know. So even if you're not making a video and you're not speaking out, they know. So either you're going to do something about it, you're going to stand up and not be a coward and, you know, speak out, say something, do something. The time is now. Do you have, maybe you don't want to make a video, maybe you're not good at speaking or you get really nervous when you have to speak in front of people. I get it. But could you do hacking? Could you know, are you good with computers? Can you do graphic designs? Can you make memes? Can you do a podcast? Can you do, you know, audio commentaries to get information out to people? Can you do something? Can you do something? Can you organize rallies? Can you, like, do something? This is cheesy, but I swear, this is true. It's true to this day. One of my favorite movies when I was growing up, it's so silly, I'm actually a little embarrassed, but one of my favorite movies growing up was The Three Amigos. And if anybody's seen that movie, it's really cheesy, but I love that movie. And so it's about these actors, these Hollywood actors that get hired by this lady in Mexico to defeat this guy that's like bullying their town. So the actors think, so the lady thinks that they're real, like, you know, they're real, I don't know, superheroes is the word, but that they're real, basically. They're real and they're these outlaws that can like beat up people. She thinks they're real. She's like, great. She sees them in a movie. She's like, great. Oh my God, these guys are perfect. I'm gonna hire them to come into our town and get rid of this bully. His name is El Guapo, which translates to the handsome. Anyway, I thought it was funny. Anyway, so she hires him. And they go to the town, and they're, you know, they think, and it's funny because they think that they're being hired for a movie, to be in a movie. So they're like, yeah, we're going to get a movie, and she's like, yeah, you know, they're gonna beat up the bully. So anyway, they find out that they're both the miscommunication, right? That she's like, oh, you're actors, and they're like, oh, you think that we're really gonna beat, like, we're real, like, outlaws and heroes? So, like, crap, like, what are we gonna do? So there's this one scene where at the end of the movie where they think that the villain is going to overtake them, and the guy's like, okay, well, the power's in the hands of the people. You guys have the power. What are you gonna do? What is something that you're good at? And they're like, we're good at sewing. And you're like, what? Like, how is sewing going to save these people from this demon monstrous monster, right? So then, but it's funny, they use sewing to make costumes so they all look like the Three Amigos, and so when the bullies come, they think that they're shooting at the Three Amigos, but it's everybody in the village is dressed up like a Three Amigo, and they trick them, they like mindfuck them into thinking that they're like everywhere and they're outnumbered, and they end up defeating them that way. And even though it's a cheesy movie, to me, it's a good lesson in taking what you are good at and finding what you can do to help the cause, right? Everybody is good at something. Everybody is good at something. You have to find something. Can you support somebody emotionally? That, you know, this is hard. A lot of people that are speaking out, you know, they need emotional support. Can you give them, you know, uplifting? Then can you give them information? Could you do research for them? People that are sending me links. It's so much now. You're getting so many subscribers, it's so much, but I try and read what I can, and I'm very grateful. Even if I don't respond, I just want to let you know I'm very grateful. That does help me, okay? Can you support people financially on Patreon? Could you support them on Steemit by liking their videos? You know, hit, you know, you know, like, hey, Steemit's great because you don't even have to, like, give anything out of your pocket. You just have to like and comment, and that minds, and it gives money to people that you agree with. So can you do that? Can you do that? Find something, find something that you're good at. I believe you can do it, and this is the time. This is not the time to just not do anything, to be cowards, because remember, you know, everybody's always talking about Hitler and how evil he was and everything, but what is that quote that goes, all evil needs to progress is for good men to do nothing. And there are a lot of people, I think that we are outnumbered, but there are a lot of people that are just like cowering and kind of in shock that this is happening in this country and aren't doing anything. But snap out of it. Come on, I need you to do that, please. Snap out of it and wake up. Wake up, okay? Unless you want to live the last few years of your life in hell. Because if we don't do anything, if you're not gonna do anything, then I mean you are basically just as evil. Not evil, but you're just as bad as the people that want to overthrow this country. Okay, that's it. All right, guys, peace and love. Bye.